Hello farmers, welcome back to No Man's Land. I have moved to the month of September and nothing's ready to harvest. I thought we'd be harvesting soybeans today at least, but no, soybeans are not ready, so we gotta wait. So nothing to harvest, but we are to get to planting some wheat today. But before we do, you can see the rain is coming. It's gonna be here at 9 o'clock, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm taking care of the cows first thing this morning, make sure they're up and ready to go for a while. I've already been over to the sheep. The chickens can wait a little while. So just roaming around here. I'm going to do some things on the farm. Just wait for the rain to pass. And I'm going to get some planting some wheat. And maybe with a different seed drill. We'll have to wait and see. So I still got the precision farming turned on. Now I should mention that I'm recording this episode before the last one went out. So if you made comments on that, I don't know yet. I had to record a lot of these episodes right back to one another because I got a busy week ahead of me, so I'm not going to have time to record during the week, so I'm trying to get them all done on the weekend. But anywho, yeah, so I I put down lime and fertilizer down this field, and the score still shows the same. If I go to precision farming here, and yeah, we've skipped a day, but when I go up here, it doesn't show that nothing's changed other than I've done soil sampling. So my overall score still shows 52. But if I scroll over here, so this is the other oat field. I did pick up all the straw, sold that, and I put lime down on the field. And if I scroll up here, you can see this knows that it has, let's see, soil sampling and the pH value is perfect according to this. But my score is still 50, so I don't get it. Other than the fertilizer is down to 0. Now the other fields that I've done, like this wheat field up here, it doesn't show that the lime has been put down, the pH value is good. But it's there. So I really don't know what's going on there. But the one thing I will say is I've done some asking around, and apparently your environmental score, no matter what you sell, you get the bonus. So that's why we're going to keep it on. But let's go here and take care of the cows. They need a little bit more straw. And then let's see, I got some milk I need to bring on down to Bread Pit, and we're going to turn Bread Pit back on and start making some cakes. I got some eggs to be delivered. I got tons of eggs. I've been holding on to the eggs. Well, not holding on. I've been kind of busy doing other things. Kind of forgot about the eggs a little bit. So we'll top off Bread Pit and maybe sell some eggs. Now, I do want to start planting with a different drill. I don't know how much I can sell the one I got for, but I've downloaded a horse pack. And that is on Simply Safe Mods. If I can remember, I'll put the link to the description below where you can get that mod at. And basically, there's a whole bunch of horse equipment you can get in there. So, are you going to take that whole bale? I think you're going to. Watch, it's going to leave me like 20 liters or something. Or it's going to take the whole bale. Okay, let me just double check. See how much more they need. If they don't need a whole lot more, all right, they're fine for a while. Say I top them off with water. TMR is taken care of. So yeah, we got 8,000 liters of milk, so that's enough to bring on down to Bread Pit and start making some more cakes again. Yeah, I need to put down another shit over there, but right now I'm really saving up cash to buy the drill. The BGA, I've been bringing silage on down to the BGA. That is due for another load that it can take, so we'll fire up the Fent and bring down the load I already got ready to go. Make sure that's going to go the rest of the day, which it should. Yeah, the BGA is definitely bringing in the cash. A lot of money you got to put up front for it, but it's a lot cheaper than, I would say, base game BGAs that you got to put on down or buy, depending on what you're looking at. I'm trying to remember. I think we spent under $200,000 so far, maybe almost $250,000 now for that BGA, for the transformer, the smallest fermenter, but the biggest hopper, and also the digestate holding tank. I don't know why I'm bringing the Fent back over here. Not the Fent, the McCormick's. I'm kind of done with that. So the drill I am going to be after, I was just looking at it and made sure the mod was actually activated. So here's the horse, right here is the one we're looking at. So it's a 12 meter wide, plants at 11 miles an hour. It requires 320 horsepower, so the McCormick should be okay with it. It does, the main thing that it does is it's got to do direct drilling. Hopefully I can remember, because I do in last episode. I'm going to try to put up right here the score chart and how you can kind of get to 100 points on your field with precision farming. but I heard that even though you do all these things, it's rather difficult. And I don't know if the mod itself is not working correctly, because when we put lime down and fertilizer down some of these fields, and it's not showing that I have done that. I don't know if it's waiting for the crop to grow in. It's kind of like the grass field. Maybe it doesn't know the grass is already there, so I'm thinking, if it doesn't show that it's there, or do I have to harvest it first and the grass has to regrow, or do I have to replant the grass so precision farming knows that it's grass? I'm not too sure. Let's go on down and we'll put silage into the BGA. And I should double check to see how much money, see if I'm making consistent money with the BGA, because the BGA has been running 24/7 basically since we started putting crop into it. I should say crop, items, material. Yeah, material is the word I should be using. So getting a bigger grass field, like someone said, for the future for the BGA is a good idea, but right now we can't process the material fast enough. So yeah, I mean, in the future, definitely making a bigger grass field and bringing the silage down to the BGA is going to pay off. Oh yeah, another thing I was just thinking of, because I was doing a lot of work in between episodes. I had a problem with the flickering trees again. Not all the time, but I exited the game, restarted the game, and right now I don't see them flickering. So I'm not sure. It wasn't like it was a couple episodes ago in the fall of last season to where they were flickering that bad. It was only the ones off in the distance, so it's kind of weird what's going on there, not too sure. So yeah, you may have seen, because I don't think I brought you down to the factories last episode because I was focused on the precision farming. But I've done some decorating a little bit down here just because it was too plain Jane for me. So I went ahead and of course put in some roads, did a little landscaping, flattening out, smoothing around, and of course put down some trees. And there goes the BGA. Yep, that's going to be up and good and running for now. Let's see what I got yesterday from the BGA. Is it pretty much the same? So 81,698 and then 79,180. So if I bring 80K a day from the BGA just by bringing down silage for now, that's going to be pretty darn good. I am getting a good amount of slurry that I could bring down, but how much is the slurry processing tank I got to put down? Where is that one? That's slurry. No, it's digestate, sorry. Where is the one? Liquid fermenter big. 170,000. Oh, wow, that's huge. So that's, is there a smaller one? Ah, there is a smaller one for 120, which I could afford, but I'm definitely looking to get the bigger drill for today because we got 3 fields I want to get done. Yeah, so that's going to be put on hold for a while. But the other thing that's in the store that's kind of interesting is this right here, is a digestate liquid slurry sprayer. It's only 50,000. Yeah, I'm hemming and hawing over it. Now that's been in the market since yesterday, so that is going to disappear kind of soon. Yeah, I'm not too sure. That's going to have to be put on hold as well. But I definitely want to upgrade the drill because a 6-meter wide drill right now, it's kind of on the small side for what we're going to do. And if precision farming goes and the way the farm is starting to go, I'm going to expand the fields bigger. So sticking with a 6-meter wide, yeah, it's not going to work out. I would like to go ahead and plant with a 6-meter wide seed drill today, but yeah, I think it's time to upgrade. We got the cash. I know the BGA is going to make me 80,000. We got a lot of product to sell. So when tomorrow comes, I should have money to lease a corn/sunflower header or buy, depending on what we're looking at. And of course, we still will be doing the sugar cane, which means I got to lease a forage harvester and the header for the sugar cane, the modded header for that. So I'm just going to bring the fence back up here to the silage bunker and just park it there. I'm not going to load it up yet. I got at least one full load more to go. I think the TMR mixer is good to go. I topped that off yesterday because I was getting ready to feed the cows, so I made sure that was good and ready to go. I think the other thing, I need to do some landscaping around here. I need to get rid of that grass there And, you know, let's go ahead and do it right now. Well, I've been thinking about it for long enough. Landscaping, painting, and we just want dirt. And let's get rid of that, because I drive through here a lot. There we go. That seems better. All right, we'll just go into the production buildings and see, make sure we're doing fine here. So, yep, the holding tank, the fermenter, that has got 80,000 liters-ish of silage in it. And, of course, now we have 50,000 liters ready to go into it. Digestate, we are up to 67,000 liters of digestate that's been processed. The TMR mixer looks like it's just about full. And we're full of everything else as well. Sugarcane, we're still processing sugarcane from last season. Oh, wow. And, yeah, we still got 330,000 liters to process. I think we've only processed half of the sugarcane that we harvested last year. But we're going to stuff that almost full again. So we'll see how it goes. Everything else. Oh, I put the strawberries greenhouse on selling. It should be on selling. Yeah, on selling. Because I had it on distribute, and everything I could take strawberries is full of strawberries. So we just got that on selling. Everything else is still blue. Maple syrup is fine. Making all these wonderful products here. Nothing going on here, but we're going to turn on, let's see. Let's go to bread pit to make sure. Yeah, the only thing we need is technically milk. We're a little short on a couple of things, but we'll put the milk in there and start making some more cakes. Lime production, we crushed all the stone that we got. And I'm down to 17,000 liters of lime left. And how are we doing on planks for have a seat? Have a seat, still got plenty of planks. So we're doing good there. Let me jump into... Where is it? It should be right here. Yeah, we got a full truck of pallets. You can see I got plenty more pallets to sell as well. It's been a few days since we sold this stuff. Pig food we are saving. Just bring it over here. We have a good start once I ever get a pigsty put on down. Yeah, I've been searching for a modded pigsty that looks halfway decent, and I am, yeah, there's nothing really out there that I've seen that catches my eye yet. So selling all that straw yesterday, and of course the BGA doing what it does. I think we were down to in the $30,000 range, like 38, maybe 38,000. Selling the straw got us up there a little bit. And of course, the BGA overnight got us there. A couple of things. I sold the original plow that we had, the 4-meter wide plow. I sold that. I may even sell the harvester today, the 770. I know I said I was going to keep it, but I'm really looking forward to buying this other seed drill and upgrading to double the width. So the fields last year that were oats, we're going to plant wheat in all 3 fields because we can plant that now. And I'm trying to get our environmental score up just a little bit, just so I can see how much of an impact it does have. Go ahead and open this up so we can see what we got here. So there's $15,000 worth of material. Now I'm going to go back and load back up. Let's go ahead and close that side curtain. Oh, and I have figured out my problem with my key bindings keep getting reset. That was a mod conflict with the easy command controls and the power tools mod. Yeah, I know, I was running both at the same time. Go figure. But took care of that, and all my keys were reset automatically back to what I had preset for. So yeah, if you've been having that problem, yeah, you can't run power tools and the easy command mod at the same time. Even though I did see a video that said, yeah, you can run them both at the same time. You just had to reset what key activates or brings up the panel itself. Yeah, didn't work out for me anyways. All right, here, let's go ahead and pick up a lot of these. All right, can I get another 15,000? Well, 11,730. And guess what? I still got more to pick up at the Big Red Barn. I think it's been 2 full days since I sold anything there. Thank you for the auto-loading trailers, or else I'd be there forever trying to load them one by one. Well, I thought I was going to make another trip. I only had 2 pallets that respawned, and I think it was oatmeal drink, and it's not even 1,000 liters worth, but they're in the trailer anyways. So what we're going to do is back on up, and we're going to gather up the milk. Should be 8,000 liters, and bring that on over to Bread Pit so we can start making some more cakes. Because I think cakes will be good in a couple of months' time, so definitely need to be making those. So I need about another $35,000 in order to be able to buy that seed drill. I'm trying to remember how much our drill was initially. I don't know, but we'll go ahead and unload that, and we'll sell that. And like I said, if I need to, I'll sell the 770 combine harvester and the header that we got, and that should be more than enough to enable to afford that drill. But fingers crossed, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, Bread Pit, kind of a little difficult to bring the trailer in here, but it works. And where is the trigger to unload the milk? There it is. I mean, that's more than we brought down last time, if I remember correctly. So, let's see, Bread Pit, and then of course we're going to come on down to cakes, and then activate. So I'll bring the eggs on down, because we got plenty of them, but I've got more than what she can handle. So eggs are actually a somewhat decent price. Supermarket is at 85, so supermarket wins out. That's why I'll bring the excess amount of eggs, because Bread Pit's not going to take a whole bunch. I'm going to bring the Mac Anthem and the trailer back to our cow barn. And then I guess I'll grab the T6, because that's the only thing left over at the main farm. And we'll load up some eggs, top off Bread Pit, bring the rest on down to the supermarket. Hopefully, I don't know how many eggs we got actually. Hopefully $10,000 worth, maybe, possibly. Well, before I go sell some eggs, I brought the McCormick back from the cow barn because I was over there. Let's hitch on up to this. So, wait a minute. If I put nitrogen mineral fertilizer application. Alright. I didn't know I could do that with the seed drill as well, so that's fine by me. Let me go ahead and unload all that. Alright, so we are now completely empty of everything. Let's see how much I can get for this drill. Hopefully it's a good amount. I mean, it did very well for us for the first, I don't know what year we're in. 8, maybe, somewhere around there. So, very good. Conditions 100%. I'm going to get 26,109. I think I bought it used as well, so that's not too bad. That'll get us pretty much up there. Not quite, but we're just about there. Alright, so the eggs are next. I'm going to describe the T6 because I said it would. And we'll grab our small auto-loading trailer that's here. So right now, if I plant with a McCormick, because we got the sensors on there, the seed drill should put the right amount of fertilizer in. I think. I hope. I don't know. We'll find out later on. Let's go grab all these eggs that we got. And we got a whole bunch of them. Now you can see that oat field's got covered in lime. So far that's 17,000 liters of eggs here, so that is looking really good for us. 21,700, and Bread Pit's not going to take that many liters. So I probably got maybe 15,000 liters of eggs here. Ooh, I just noticed the T6 is getting rather low on the diesel. And probably got to be on the tractor to top it off with diesel. There we go. Select the right icon. Alright, on off to bread pit, give him some eggs, and then we'll go on down to the supermarket and sell whatever we got left. And looks like, sounds like the rain is here. It's showing rain in the forecast. I hear it. I mean, the wipers on the tractor are going. Oh, I can see some raindrops here and there. Sounds like it's raining harder than what it is, though. Alright, I don't know how much bread pit's going to take. Maybe like just a couple thousand liters, I'm thinking. I really didn't have to bring any down, because I got more than enough eggs here. Yep, so that left us with just a little over 18,000. So we're going to get around $19,000 down here at the supermarket, I assume. So we do have enough to buy that seed drill for today. I better, because now I don't have one, because I just sold the one we had. And it will be a brand new one. Unless it comes up for sale in the store in the next couple of hours, which I can't see that happening, but, you know, weird things have happened here. Give me that good cash. 190 is for sure going to cover it, so yeah, we're all set. And of course the BGA is going to make some money in the next few hours. Yep, 19,940 bucks. So let's see, anything else I can do? But the only thing I probably will do is I'm going to go over, since I got this trailer already on, I am going to go over and see the sheep, pick up the wool, and bring that over to Tight Knit. And kind of prepare that at some point to turn on and start making some fabric. Other than that, I'm just waiting for the rain to end. That should end somewhere around noonish, and that's when I'll see you. We'll check the store to see if it's for sale. I'm pretty sure the drill will not be for sale, but then we'll go ahead and purchase that, and we'll get to planting some wheat in all three fields. The reason why we got to plant wheat in all three fields is because I need to be making some flour. Oats are not bad, but I can't plant oats until next season. And I can plant wheat now, and hopefully by planting the wheat, our score in the fields will go up. At least that's what I'm hoping for. And to see how that all works. But yeah, next year we'll be making a lot of flour because we need to. That's right, I got tons of honey. I just realized I got tons and tons of honey. So what is honey going for? I know I need the honey to make cereal, I do believe. But we're a little bit ways off from making that. The honey price is, I don't know how good that is. It's not good at all. The low price is $9.12 apparently, and we're pretty much below that everywhere. So it's like at the lowest price right now. The high price is in February. Okay, well, we're in September, so that makes sense. So yep, the honey will just sit over there. Sunflower's looking good. Anyways, I'm gonna go bring the wool on over to Tight Knit. And I'll see you guys somewhere around noon. We'll purchase ourselves a brand new horse drill and get to planting some wheat. Well, when they say noon, they mean noon. The rain just went off the screen. Now we got the clouds, so the sky should be clearing at any moment. We are up to $206,000 in the bank account, thanks to our lovely BGA, bringing in about $2,500 per hour. Let's go ahead and check the store, and well, the slurry spreader is gone, but now there is a manure spreader there. Kind of a cheap one actually. Well, it's 35% off at $21,722. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for our seed drill, a brand new seed drill. Let's scroll on down here and make sure I get the correct one. Let's see, 12 meter wide, 11 mile an hour working speed. Plants all the crops that you think it should plant. Seed and fertilizer. Make sure it's a direct drill because that's very important, which it is. Let's go ahead and click on that. And the only thing I want to change is, of course, we're going to go with Michelin tires because why not? That's what we're doing here, I guess. It does cost an extra $500, but I think we're good with that. And I could change the colors on it. I think we're just going to go ahead and keep it the way it is. Actually, you know what? How about if I change the rim color? It's an extra 500, and that does look like a little bit too much red everywhere. So I think we'll just stick with the basic color. Yeah, we'll just stick with the basic color right there. So 181.5. So it was actually, I thought it was 185, but it's 181.5 that we're paying for it. Let's go ahead and buy it correctly. Correct. Thinking about it? Yes. All right, making sure everything is good to go. And there it is. Actually leaving us with 24,000, so not too bad. Now, the only thing I'm concerned about is, yeah, I don't know how much seed and fertilizer I'm going to go through. Now, I'm probably not going to go through any fertilizer on the chicken field because that already has the fertilizer down into it. Now, the other thing that we are going to be doing as well, as you can see in the upper left-hand corner, it says variable seed rate. That's going to be an automatic, I hope. So, yeah, I might even be able to use less seed or more seed, all depending on the ground soil that you're planting in, if I understand that correctly. Now, the main thing that we needed here, we definitely needed a direct drill seeder, because now we're not plowing our fields anymore, because plowing with precision farming is bad. They want you pretty much to do absolutely nothing to the field, just direct drill right back into it. If you go back to that scoring screen I hopefully showed at the beginning of the episode, and maybe I'll show it again right here as I'm driving back. Sure, I'll try to show it here. I'll probably forget. But you can see, I think it's in the, I can't see the picture myself right now, but in the bottom left-hand corner, it's like 0 for plowing, and if you cultivate the field, you get like 5 points, and if you do none, you get like 10 points, and if you just direct drill, which we'll be doing, yeah, I forgot what the points are, but you can see it there. So that means no more rocks, which means no more free lime. And that also means weeds. Now, there'll be something else that we will have to go ahead and purchase, because we're going to have weeds, I'm pretty much assumed everywhere. And as far as I know, if you look at that score screen again, in the bottom right-hand corner, I think that's where it is, you can see what we get for taking care of weeds. And the best point score you can get is using a spot sprayer. And as far as I only know, there's only one in the store that will do spot spraying with herbicide, and that's the one you get with the Precision Farming Pack DLC, and that's the John Deere. And I think if you get the spot spraying system put onto it, it's like a $90,000 purchase. So yeah, now hopefully you're back here. You can see the weeds are growing in the field. We'll just deal with it. It is what it is. Let me come over here and grab this first piece of seed that we got over here from last time when we planted. And not a whole lot there. Now, I don't know, because that's variable speed for seeding. Is also going to be able to do it for fertilizing. That's why definitely got to use some McCormick for this. There we go. Now we got the fertilizer in. So now it shows nitrogen and the variable seed rate for the seeder. Can get rather complicated, I know, but you'll save money this way and also get a better yield. That's the whole point of precision farming. A lot more complex than it was in 19, that's for darn sure. Let's come over to here and open up the covers, be good. How much fertilizer are you going to take? I can see the money just going on down. I think it's gonna be 5,000 and 5,000 liters. Is that what it's going to be? 5,000 liters of fertilizer, then 5,000 liters of seed. We are on wheat. Keep me above 20,000. That's what I'm looking for. Should be able to. Not that it matters too much. Just barely. Alright, let's go ahead and close those on up. We're going to start with the smallest field. Actually, let me turn this on here. Ooh, okay, so deactivate application rate. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Turn on crop sensor. Make sure we do that. Okay, we are on wheat. And So we're an automatic for everything. Alright. So this field's going to need fertilization, and it's going to need seed as well. Question is, how much is it going to use? That's the question. That is the question. Alright, lower it down. Turn it on. So right now it says it needs 300 seeds. 300, I don't know, 300 something. 300 seeds is what it says. Now, being a small field, it might be all one soil type here. I'm not too sure. Yep, now we're down to 240 seeds. So we're going to have to start buying our lime, which is 420 seeds. That's in the red. I don't know if that means that it can't plant enough. I don't know what that means because it's like showing red right there. Well, the weeds are disappearing, but I'm pretty sure they'll grow back. Now, the one thing in 19 with seasons, weeds were kind of spotty here and there, but it looks like in 22 that the weeds are pretty much everywhere still. The reason why we don't see them everywhere in the field is because I'm driving over them, so I'm kind of killing the weeds. But we'll definitely need to be buying that John Deere sprayer for herbicide to take care of our weed problem throughout the year. Now, I'm hoping by planting this, I'm putting crop into the ground, our environmental score for this field is going to go up. Because I'm getting fertilizer in, it's got the lime down. We should know, we should almost have, I don't want to say a perfect score in the field, because we do got, technically we still got weeds in the field. All I got to say is, luckily we got the automatic application rate, or else it'd be really confusing. Now, the only thing I am seeing is the working speed of this drill is 11, and we're hitting 11, but the McCormick is just slightly under horsepower for this drill, but overall it's doing fine. So like I said, I am kind of looking to get a fourth tractor here on the farm, so I'm thinking with this drill, maybe try to get a tractor that's got like 350 to 400 horsepower-ish. Yes, we got the Fendt, but the Fendt is really there for the big grain trailer and all that kind of stuff. The Fendt could easily pull this. I think the Fendt is a 510 horsepower tractor that we have. So I'm just leaving, actually I can turn the helper HUD mod off because you'll still see the application rate of the seed and the fertilizer as we go around. There's that application rate of 666. I don't know if you saw that number appears so many times on this Let's Play, it's kind of scary. There's 666 again. I don't know if Giants is trying to tell me something about my Let's Play. I have no idea. I know one thing, this does not look like it's 12 meters wide, this working width. But this is twice the size of the drill that we just sold. Once again, I'll try to remember to put the link in the description below to the Horsch pack, as it's called. I'm curious to see if our score changes at all. And the one thing I'm kind of curious about, like the grass field, if those numbers don't change, if anything doesn't really change on the grass field by the end of the year, I may replant the grass because precision farming may not know that's grass in the field, although it kind of says it knows it's there, so I don't know. I don't know why some of these scores aren't changing. I did watch Mr. CLP's precision farming guide, if you will. Like you said, he's learning on it too. He was having some issues while looking at like why are the numbers, and the numbers didn't seem to add up for him either. He was kind of looking at it weird, so don't know. All right, so there's one field done. So we didn't go through that much seed and that much fertilizer, but I'm kind of curious. I don't, maybe it's not going to change right away. Where are we here? So now that field score is 52. Well, what's the bottom one for? Bottom one is tillage. All right, so it's not 52 is not a bad score because we just did this field. That environmental score is for the lot of land, so we can see we got a lot of field here we got to do. This field is not, it's been harvested and all that, and so yeah, we'll see what that all does. But didn't bring up our score here. Well, the next field I'm going to do is this one over here, and yeah, this field doesn't know it has lime and fertilizer, and the only thing it knows is it's got soil sampling done. So I'll have to go over there and take care of that one next. That's the smaller of the two that are left. So, from my understanding, because we already fertilized it, I don't think I'm going to use any fertilizer whatsoever. Let's see if I'm right in that aspect. So you can see in the upper left-hand corner it says application rate for nitrogen is 0. So I'm not going to use any fertilizer on this field. I'm going to be using just seed and seed only. Now our tillage score on this field is going to be terrible because we plowed it. So we're going to get a score of 0. But yeah, I'll be interested to see when I get along here and get near done with this field. I can't wait to see, because this is the only field on this lot of land. So hopefully my score goes up. Hopefully it recognizes that this field has been perfectly limed. I don't know if we over-fertilize it or not. That could hurt our score a little bit, but it's going to be better than what it is. So I'm going to be here for a little bit. I'm going to get moving along here. And let's see what our score is overall after we get done planting in this field. Hopefully it's hopefully our overall score is better than 52. A couple of things after sitting here for about 20 minutes seeding this field. One, I have not had to go back yet and top off with seed. So I've seeded that field over there, and of course we're just about done with this big field here. And we started, of course, with 5,000 liters of seed. And currently I still got about 1,600 liters left. So I'm not going to the seed that much at all, which is great. I have not checked the score of the field yet. I figure we do it together. But let's just hope that when the score screen comes up, the score in these fields have changed. If they not, I'm going to have to bleep out a few words, I'm sure, because I'm not sure what's going on. The other thing I'm kind of curious about is I do have the crop sensor turned on, and it does say, well, values for wheat, because we're planting wheat. But I think that's the default setting, so I'm going to try something over in the other field. I'm going to change the crop type on the drill and see if it says in the upper left-hand corner, it says value per wheat on type of soil. I wonder if it's going to change, because if you think about it, the crop sensor is in front of the drill. There's no crop in the ground, so I'm not sure if it's just running on the default wheat, because I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. If it doesn't change with the crop type on the drill, then fertilizing while you're planting is not a good idea either, because the crop sensor is going to be default of wheat, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. But wow, I got this whole field done with, I'm gonna guess like 3,000 liters of seed, and that's it. Perfect. Another field done. One more to go. All right, did the score change? So we were at 57. I see 62s, and our overall score has gone to 53, and the score value does not affect the sale price. I'm going to say every 5 points will change the sell price, so I'm going to have to get to 55, I'm guessing. I'm just guessing. I don't know. If I click over the field, so the first and the top and bottom ones are now full, which is soil sampling and tillage. So we did it with a direct drill, so it's happy with that. But as for nitrogen, pH value, and weed control right now, I'm right in the middle. If we go onto the field, you can see pH value and nitrogen are both perfect, so I don't know why the game Precision Farming is not reading that. And the funny thing is, weed control says I'm at 0, but you can see there's no weeds growing currently. So I don't know. Oh, look at the expected yield, 121%, and yield potential is 125%. That's pretty good numbers right there. Pretty good numbers. All right, so I mean, numbers are changing, but the graph chart seems to be still a little weird. All right, so the one thing I want to do is, like I said, let's change the crop type on there. All right, so look in the upper left-hand corner. It does say increasing nitrogen level to optimal value for oats. So as you change it on the drill, the crop sensor knows. Well, now I'm not in the field, but when I get into a field, so right now I am on canola. So when I get into the field, it's gonna have the right value for canola, right? It should. Yep, value for canola, soybeans, that's sorghum, oilseed radish, wheat, barley, oat, canola. I thought there was one that was empty. So that crop there doesn't show anything. That says oilseed. It doesn't show it for grass. Oh, okay. Apparently I got to move. Apparently if I sit still, the crop sensor doesn't. Okay. Let's go back to wheat. And I'm going to go top off because there's no fertilizer in that field. So I'm definitely going to be using a lot more fertilizer than I did in the last field. And there's no seed either. Well, of course there's no seed. That's why I'm planting it. Let's go ahead and top this off. This will drop me below 20,000. Oh no. So the main problem I'm going to have is trying to remember to turn on the crop sensor. Now, you can have the crop sensor that goes on the front. I'm probably going to just leave the ones on the tractor. That way it just makes it easier not having to unload, load. And what I'm talking about is, I showed in the last episode, but this would be the crop sensor right here for $23,900. Or when you buy your tractor or take existing tractors, you can go in, you can see on the mirrors and on the top of the tractor, you got these little white sensors. And you can just got to turn that on. It does the same exact thing. And that's the way I'm going because it just looks cleaner. And plus it leaves the front of the 3-point linkage free to do whatever it needs to be done. So our overall score is 53. Those are at 62. I just don't know why the pH value and the nitrogen and the weed control have not changed. Don't know. Alright, so this should say, oh, I'm not in the field yet. Let me go ahead and turn it on. And it does say wheat for sandy loam. Or sandy loam. I don't know how to actually pronounce that. So you can see we got weeds in the field. That's fine. But I'm kind of curious. Okay, so if you go here, it does say weeds small. If I go behind the direct drill, what does it say? It just says weeds growing, so I need to use a weeder. But that's not what we're going to use here. We're probably going to use that John Deere sprayer, spot sprayer, I guess was what I'll call it. It's going to cost me like 90 grand. And definitely be using that because we'll get a better score. And I'm going full bore into this precision farming only because I've been told, yeah, the environmental score affects this sale price of everything. So no matter what you sell, you get the bonus. Doesn't matter. So the good thing is about this getting this new drill, one, it's wider, and plus it's saving me some time. The other field I just did Used to take me about an hour with the other drill, and that drill there was a high-speed drill from Stevie that we could, drill at 17 miles an hour. This is twice the size, but this working speed's down to 11 miles an hour. But I still did that field in half the time. So go figure. I know what you're going to say. Well, it's double the width. Of course it's going to be half the time. But no, but the other working speed on the other one was 6 miles an hour faster. So either way, it's working out pretty good. So definitely precision farming has changed quite a bit from 19 the way it was. The only thing that really mattered was, let's see, what things are the same as the nitrogen and the pH values are the same, but adding the variable seed ratio and also the way the crop sensing works and the plowing and the weeding and all that has changed. The environmental scoring system, I guess, is what I'm trying to say, is what's changing it all. So I can see in front of us we still got the Bredel spreader that I leased, and we're keeping that because I got to go ahead and spread lime down on the fields after we harvest them, try to get the pH value up. But since it's not really registering in a way, I'm not really sure if that's helping us out or not. I don't know what's going to register. Maybe when the crop grows, so maybe when this wheat germinates and starts to grow, maybe it'll register the pH value and the nitrogen. I'm not too sure. We walk in the field, precision farming shows that we got perfect levels of pH and nitrogen, but on the scoring chart right now it is not showing, so I'm not too sure. But I do remember in 19 with precision farming, they always said it is best to start a new save game activating precision farming. I may have to go through a harvest cycle on some of these fields for it to register. Now, like the chicken field, I think I harvested that field before I turned on precision farming. So this field here, I'll be interested to see if it registers the lime and nitrogen correctly when I get done. Don't know, but I'm just going to mosey on around here, keep on planting the wheat in. Like I said, next year we got to start making some more flour, because we're going to need flour obviously for cakes, and also eventually have the donut shop down, but I keep spending the cash for that, but I really don't have the materials for it as of yet. The cows can barely keep up with making cakes. So I did check on that, by the way, the cows. We do have another set of 10 cows. They are at 73% mature rate, so meaning when they hit 100, they'll start producing milk and also start reproduction as well. And that cow barn does hold 100 cows, so eventually, we will be fine on the milk side. Just that right now we only got 20 cows producing milk. And they're doing a decent job, so just imagine that at 5 times the rate. We'll be fine by then. Be way fine by then. Anywho, I'm going to complete this field here, obviously. Get all the wheat in. And that is all the yard work, field farming work that we got for today. But hopefully by getting this done, if we can maybe possibly get our environmental score up to 55, all I'm looking for is a change, just to see how much sale pricing increase do we get. Is it all worth it to do precision farming? I have no problem doing precision farming because basically, like I said before, you're doing all the work anyways. So why not go ahead and turn on precision farming? Yes, you got to do it differently. The farming. So like before, we were plowing just to get rid of the weeds and get stones. But now plowing is like a sin with precision farming. It's like, nope, plowing is the worst thing to do. You don't want to do that. So you just got to change the way you do it up a little bit. It's all good. Anywho, I'm going to just work on this field here. Looks like I'm going to the nitrogen rather quickly, which is kind of predictable since there's no fertilizer on this field whatsoever. The seed is going down at a slow rate, so that's all fine. I just hope I have enough cash in the bank account to pay for the fertilizer I might need for this field. We will soon find out. But anyways, I'll see when we get close to being done, and we'll have another peek at the environmental score and see how that's doing. We are just about done with the last field of wheat, and I'm almost out of fertilizer. I have not had a refill, so I'm happy with that. And as you can see, the seed, we had a full tank when we started, so going to be just under 3,000 liters of seed to, well, seed this field. I don't know how many hectares this field is. I don't know if I can check on that anywhere. Pretty sure there is somewhere. I just don't know where to yet. But yeah, we're not using as much seed as we were once before, but that's the whole idea of precision farming. The question is, what is this field's score rating going to be? Is it going to show the nitrogen in the field along with the lime and the tillage and all that? I have no idea. I have not checked it. Just been focusing on getting this field planted with wheat. I'm thinking the other fields with not sunflowers, soybeans in it. I'm going to plant barley into those fields. The reason behind not to stick with wheat all the way through, when I bring the wheat on down to milling it over, which is our grain mill, instead of bringing nothing but wheat down, if I bring some wheat and some barley, I can produce flour twice as fast because we're doing different products. So that's the whole reason behind that. Plus, it's a different crop. I don't want to go all wheat. Where the sunflowers are, I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do sunflowers there or not yet. We'll have to wait and see because we don't have a planter, and the money situation, well, I'm trying to spend it faster than I'm bringing it in, it seems like. But this field is now done with wheat. Let's go into here. What is our score now? So our overall score still is 53. That's interesting. So we're doing good other than the top bar is showing 0 and the third bar is showing half. The top bar is nitrogen. I'm not understanding why it's not registering the nitrogen value. Weed control, obviously we haven't done no weeding. If I go over to here, that's our pH value. Our nitrogen levels, I mean, you can see our nitrogen levels, according to precision farming, are looking good everywhere on the fields we've done. Not the fields that we haven't done, and even our grass field. Except for that little spot there, ignore that. But other than that, so I'm not sure why our scores on those fields are that way. Yes, when I come to this, it doesn't register the yield percentage either. And that's the seed rate, soil type, so we're back to our scores. Yeah, so I'm not getting the score high enough yet to see if we get a different selling price, but I've been told we will, so eventually we will get there all the way across the board. Yeah, but we should be harvesting our soybeans next episode, so we'll be resetting all those fields there. Not too sure, but you know, we're saving money now on seed and fertilizer, I think. Our yields will go up. We'll get more money for selling stuff once we get a better universal score. If that ever happens, I don't know. But we got 3 fields done. We got a new seed drill, which is nice as well. And things are coming along nicely here. So I was kind of hoping to get our score up high enough to sell something and watch the price go up. But since we have not done that, then I'm not going to bother. Because I really don't have nothing to really sell currently at all. Is this going to fit in here? I'm going to have to find you a different parking spot. This is where the other one went in. It does fit underneath. And it looks like it will fit in here as long as I back it up straight enough. How far back can I go with it? Good enough. I think the tongue even of the trailer system is kind of under it. But that'll fit in there nicely. Wow, it's yeah. It's in there. It is in there for sure. So I'm going to park that there for now. Well, eventually, you know, it's going to be a slow climb to get our score up. I think we will. The only thing that kind of sucks is we're going to have to start buying some lime. But the good thing is lime is not that expensive. And I don't have to go too far because Alien Jim's shed packs over there we can go over there and buy lime there. But yeah, so it's September. When do we do the sugarcane and soybean? Sugarcane should be October/November. Soybean as well. So, oh, sunflower as well. Sunflower, yep. So all 3 crops could be ready tomorrow. So we'll get to harvesting. The money will go up because we know the BGA is definitely making tons of cash. Speaking of, let me just double check on that for a second. That's bread pit, which we know. I just want to make sure total mixed rations is red because it's full. All right, so we'll deactivate that. And electric charge, we got plenty in there. Silage is full. And it's like 18,000 liters inside the hopper. And I don't know exactly how many liters we got left, but I know it's one more trailer's worth. If we jump over to here, bring the HUD up, and we can see, yeah, 51,000 liters still in here. So I got another trailer to bring on down here. And I might as well bring it all on down. I paused there for a second because the TMR mixer is full, and I will get another cut of grass in this season. So, yeah, we'll be fine there. Yeah, so I'm not too sure. Yeah, pH value, nitrogen value is good. The yield is going to be a lot higher. So, it'll be interesting to see what we get off this grass field next time we cut it, because we were getting about 244,000 liters. And then we added the silage. Oh, I forgot what that's called. Silage additive, and we got up to 260,000 liters of grass off that field. And now with precision farming, I'll be interested to see how high it goes. I think it's silage additive, but yeah, we'll be interested to see when that's ready to be cut next time. If we go from 260 to what? Because if you look at it right there, 122% expected yield potential is 125. So we are pretty well maxed out here. Have to wait and see what that does. Hopefully that's not ready for tomorrow, because we got a lot of work to do in the month of October. But everything else here is pretty much done. And speaking of done, we are done with this episode. So I was hoping last episode we find out about the environmental score. And here we are 2 episodes in, and we don't have the score high enough as of yet. But we're getting there. That's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in No Man's Land. But until then, have a good one.